Okay guys, once you're done here with this lesson 6, what I would recommend doing is just to make it easy, I would just go to sequence or file, new, sequence. And you want to change your sequence settings to this DV NTSC widescreen 48 kilohertz. So right here in the preset, you just expand DV NTSC, choose that one, click OK. All right, so then if you haven't yet, go in and import from your lesson videos, import Chase in a Fog New, Close Up in a Fog New, Footsteps in a Fog New, and you can just go right here and just make sure those 3 are checked and then choose import, and then to get back here you just click edit. So you will still have your other videos from your first sequence in there, and then you're just going to drop them into Chase in a Fog and change sequence settings, that way they fit there. And then I'm going to choose Close Up in a Fog, and then choose Footsteps in a Fog. And again, right now it's pretty zoomed out for me. So again, you just click kind of down in your timeline and press the plus sign, and that will zoom you in. So we're going to be playing with transitions today. So your effects, your transitions and stuff, all of your effects are located up here. I think yours looks different over here. This is probably your source right here. So over here where it says effects, you're going to expand your video transitions, and we're going to be using the Ripple Edit first. So the Ripple Edit tool, basically if you press and hold on it, just like in Photoshop, there's other additions there, there's other tools as well, but we're going to use the Ripple one, so that way when we make a clip shorter, we don't have to do that ripple delete like we did yesterday. So we're gonna hover it to the, we're gonna hover the Ripple Edit tool, and we're gonna drag the end of the first clip to the left to shorten it by about 4 seconds. So when you click and you start to drag, you should see this little pop up here. And so if it says negative now, so -4 is what I'm looking for. So right there is 4 seconds, and notice again, it just went ahead and got rid of that extra space there. And then we're going to use the Ripple Edit tool to drag the beginning of the second clip to the right. So we're going to edit 4 seconds in to the second clip as well. Okay. And you can kind of see it when you're up there editing like that. You can see where the 2 clips will come together, so it kind of allows you to see where you are there. And then we're going to use the Ripple Edit tool to drag the end of the second clips 4 seconds to the left. And drag the beginning of the third clip 4 seconds to the right. So again, that's what I was talking about, that split screen up there where you can kind of see both. All right. So up there in your video transition, so this is your effects panel, and it should be docked up there by your project panel there. You're going to expand video transitions till you see dissolve, and this is what we call a dissolve bin, and we're going to choose cross dissolve, and we're going to drag the cross dissolve to edit between the first 2 clips on the sequence, but don't release the mouse just yet. So when you press and hold on cross dissolve, right there is going to go on both clips. Right here, it would just go on to right here it would set it ends at the edit point, at the center point, or starts there. So I could have it end at the edit point, kind of be in the middle of the edit point, so it's kind of going between the two, or it starts at the edit point there. We're going to put it so that it's on both clips, so it's at the center. And when we do that, again, you might need to expand it so that you can see. So click your little plus sign so that you can see, and then we're going to want to click our selector tool for that. So when we click our cross dissolve, the transition duration, the default is about 1 second. This one's really hard to see, so I ended up increasing it to about 10 seconds just so I could actually see it. Maybe not. Yeah, we'll try that. So what we want to do is we want to see so we can like play that now. So if you run your mouse over that, you can kind of see the two videos starting to dissolve into one another. And again, it just takes longer for it to happen the longer your transition is. So now we are going to search for a different one, and it's called something different here than what the book calls it. We're going to go up here in the effects, and we're going to search for flip. And under video transitions, we want to see under obsolete, we want to see flip over. So you don't have to search for that if you don't want to. You can just go to your obsolete folder and choose flip over. And we want the flip over to go to the beginning of the first clip. So unlike some programs, you can add a transition to your video. I need to ripple delete that. Thought I used that. When you don't have a video like that, so you can just place it there. I am going to make this cross dissolve a little bit smaller. Let's make it 5 seconds. Alrighty. Okay. So now if I hit play, I can see that whole video kind of flip over. So if I want to, so what we call that is a single-sided transition when we only have it, when we don't have two videos. So we're going to also drag it to the end of the third clip. So I'm going to click on I'm going to decrease, I'm going to zoom out a little bit and grab my flip over and drag it to the end of the third clip. But now I'm going to adjust that transition. So I'm going to click on where it says flip over. And I'm going to go up here to effect controls. If you don't see effect controls, you might have to click these two arrows here and click effect controls. And then using your selection tool, double click on your, or click on your transition, and it should change your screen to this. All right, so there are many things you can do to edit your transition. We're just going to do a couple of these. So right now for our flip over, we're going to reverse it so that it flips the other way in the opposite direction at the end. Then we are going to, and this is another way that you can change that alignment. So right here at the cross dissolve, sometimes with your cursor it's a little hard to put it at the center. So you can always adjust that here as well. All right, so transitions just replace one another. So if I open the, I'm going to go up here and get rid of flip from my search, and under video transitions, under page peel, I'm going to choose page peel, and I'm going to drop that over the cross dissolve between the first and the second clip. So I'm going to click on page peel, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to drop it right on top of my cross dissolve. And then the time and everything should be, it just changes then, like, it just changes the transition. It doesn't actually like go back to any kind of default time. All right, let's edit that page peel because it keeps peeling. And let's maybe make it 1 second and see if that changes anything. There, that only gives it an opportunity to peel 1 time. So go back to the very beginning and go ahead and hit play. And you can see kind of all of your effects there and all of your transitions. Add a new transition between slides 2 and 3. Just go ahead and go up to one of your transitions that we haven't used yet and play around with it.